Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. Welcome back for episode 40 of our Medieval Dynasty Let's Play. Today we are going to start off by running a quest for our kiddo. I ended my post-stream crafting right at season change, so we're going to have to pick up his quest and then get those fields out of the way to get as much flax as possible before we get rolling. Then our goal is to shoot for the windmill and shoot for the tavern. I'm hoping that we can get one, maybe both today, but we'll see what happens. So if you learn anything useful today, if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, let's go ahead and load in. And there we have it. So our kid should have just walked out the door. Yep, there he is. His belly's rumbling, he feels faint. Can we find him something to eat? I know you told us to get more meat back in our diet, Dad, but it's been dried meat for every meal since. Can I have something more varied, please? You're picky. It's because you've never experienced what true hunger is yet. I'm suffering from it right now. Don't worry, I will eat my meat ration, but let me at least mix it with other meals. What is it you want, then? I'll do anything for a bowl of hot soup and a tasty tart. Alright. So a plum tart and some soup. But before we get to that, let us go ahead and get as much of this done as we can before they come out. Now, I think one thing that I do need to check, because I think I forgot, is to set the mine. We did add a person to it last episode, but I think we forgot to set it to actually harvest anything. Crap. This is a problem. So let's check the mine. Because I think we forgot to set it to anything. So that's extraction. Oh, well, apparently she was pregnant. And we did forget to set it, so no biggie. We'll just fix that now. So that when we do get workers there, it's not a problem. And we do need to check for displaced workers now. People coming back from maternity leave. Hopefully there will be some. So let's set the profession. Oh, there's... Okay. And they're both extraction. Oh, no, that's Genoefa. So this one's production. That's okay too, because we have some production that we need people for. I don't remember where, but I know that we have some. Let's see, there's a cook position and a seamstress position and a blacksmith position. Let's do the blacksmith. Okay. And then the other gal was actually extraction. So let's see about maybe... We might need to put her in the well. Let's see what it looks like. Extraction. Excavation shed is good. Why do all of these stall holders have a skill of 2? Oh, that's her skill of 2. Okay, I feel better now. So the first mine's good. The second mine doesn't have anybody in it. We do need a new animal breeder for the pigsty. Water carrier is good, lumberjack is good, so yeah, looks like the mine it is. Excellent. And she's already had her 2 kids, so we won't have to worry about her having any more. That is perfect. Alright, so let's go dump this in. We need to change the barn over to threshing. Whoops, that's not where I meant to go. That is. So we want them to do as much, all of the flax. Just all of the flax. How much can one guy do on his own? Apparently pretty close to 800. So it's going to yell at me and tell me that he doesn't have any flax until I dump this off. But that's okay, because that'll give us an opportunity to grab some more scythes while we're dumping it off. Oh, well, it might not tell us that, because dude's harvesting some, and then gal had a couple of spots to get, so maybe it'll work out. There we go. We'll let him get the last of that. It's not really a big deal. Where's... Oh, okay. They are working. I was going to say, I thought that we had 2 males for the fields now, just so that we didn't run into the pregnancy issue. We're slowing down. We're slowing down bad. Are we going to get the rest of the field? It's going to be close. There's our windmill. Excellent. That is fantastic. So that's going to make any future flour much easier to make. It's more efficient, apparently, according to the tooltip, than the regular is. So we'll probably put it right here. How big is it? Let's see. Farming and windmill. Oh my lord. It's actually probably not a bad idea to put the stairs back there by the field. Just because that's the side that we'll be approaching from, I think. Actually, I don't think that's accurate. I think we'll be approaching from the other side. So lining that thing up is going to be a bear. Oh, well, we should be able to come at it from the other side. I think we can do this. I'm just happy we got the damn thing. Yeah, we're going to turn it around, I think. I want the stairs on this side. Wait, that puts the stairs to the right. Oh, that's all kinds of awkward. I almost feel like we should put it over here. Because of the shape of it. Let's do that. We'll get it centered north. We want its edge to edge. And we'll just come back until it lets us place it. There we go. Because, yeah, where the stairs are, that'll do. That'll do. Wow, this thing's nuts. Well, mostly logs and planks. Unfortunately, we don't have as many planks coming in anymore because we reduced that number. But we'll make do. I'm just excited we got the damn thing. Now if we can get the tavern, then we'll be perfect. We'll be exactly where I want it to be. And a day ahead of schedule, which is always happy. And that's why we brought 2. Shink. There went to little Timmy again. Well, and there's little Timmy's friend, little Tommy. Would you please not walk in the fields, kids? That's what, 5 kids? Oh my god. Oh, 4. 4 kids. Look at them all. Little assholes. But I think a farming slash mining village is what we're going to do for Season 2 after we're done with Sengoku. I think that's the plan. We're going to try to specialize instead of doing a little bit of everything, because we now know what's more profitable and how to reach those values. So I think that's going to be a big part of what we actually do and don't do for our village. Like the fishing hut, we figured out was more or less pointless for us. You can use it. You can absolutely survive on fish instead of meat, but I feel like the way that we did it worked really smoothly, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. There was a time there where we were a little shy on cooks, but we made it work. And they should be going to town on the flatbread if we look at our production. Let's see. Oh, the sewing hut needs repaired again. So the smithy's probably out of iron, right? Yep. Same with you. Iron? Yep. Okay. So our kitchens, we should have you doing nothing but potage, you doing nothing but flatbread, so there's 10 a day out of there. And then you doing a mix of the two, which is another 8 a day, so that's 18 a day. We may need to help them a little bit with flatbread crafting as well, because that is a lot of XP for relatively little effort. Yeah, we've already gone up 20 points. Okay, so we've got some buckets in there for them to deal with. Ooh, money. There's our 50. There's our 500 grand. Doo 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 doo. Yep.
How can I help?
So we're going to give you a little something. So that's got him at 57. We'll see what he's at after this quest. I would love to start building that, but I want to get this quest done first, and we have things to sell. So, well, let's finish crafting up a little bit more to sell, because it looked like we had some leather, and the shoes make really fast. So I figure, I don't know if we can get the plum tart and soup from the regular cook gal. We might be able to get it in Danica. We may have to actually go to a place with a tavern. We shall see. 30 and 31. So in theory, yeah, he did follow us inside. Weird. In theory, we should be able to start getting cherries from our stuff starting tomorrow in game. What? Oh, one of the storages is busted. I thought that I told you to fix that shit, man. Yeah, repair. 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 And repair. Okay, he's on it. He is on it. Let's take the fur, the hood, the hats, the hood, the hammers, the hose, the knives, noble shoes, simple shoes, and wooden vials. And head to Danica. Okay, so let's go to her daughter and see if we can get the plum tart and the soup that our kiddo wants.
How can I help you? My wares never disappoint.
Plum is P and soup is S. Plum tart. 240 for one. Ouch. And then soup is 60 for one. That's not so bad. Alright. 8 hats, and we've basically cleaned her out. She got 15 left. Can we steal some of that? We can indeed. And now she has 60 cents. I'm kind of curious as to how they do partial coins. That's just odd to me. Everything that I brought with us, we have our village selling, but we are constantly going up, which means we can't sell as many as we're making, which is fine. It's not ideal. I would prefer to have more of the merchant sheds selling them. I would like to double up on them all just to make sure that we could actually sell everything through those for the additional money, but everything that we are running around selling is stuff that we got, or that we have selling and are still getting a surplus of, so it's not a loss really at all to sell this stuff.
How have you only goods of the highest quality?
Because it would sell over time in our village, but those numbers are just going to keep getting higher. Not still there. I am okay with this. The bandits at the cave mouth was definitely a big surprise last episode. That cave has traditionally been safe. It's one of the only ones that doesn't have a damn bear in front of it, and instead we had a whole horde of bandits, because ta-da! Also because it's me, so of course we did. I should have expected something untoward to happen, because it always does. More villaginous. Before it's time to head home. Well, who else has quests here? So Tukti, that's good. That's the next village we were going to hit anyway. Looks like Borowo and Gustovia. And then Lesnica. We checked Lesnica's, we told them no. And we checked Rolnica's and we told them no. We're still looking for that copper hammer quest, because if we can find that, we'll be in business for the tavern. So that's the plan. My, it's foggy for summer. Usually that's a spring or a fall thing. Usually a spring thing. Worth our time and effort.
Greetings.
Renovate his house, but he doesn't have a hammer. Alright, sure. Yeah, that one's building technology. And it's 200 points, so that's something. Alright, so let's head home. We'll give this crap to our kid. And then we can craft the stuff for those other quests. We'll pick up that third quest too, just to see. And then, yeah, we have one quest in. We have 2 more quests that we could pick up. At this point, I'm desperate to do anything to get that extra 200 XP, because I think 200, isn't that about how far off we are now? No, we're 500 away. But still. So that's production, farming, survival, and building. I don't know. It might be production. Survival is hunting. It might wind up being more building, but if it is, that's not a big deal. Because I would still like to get that extra storage space. Especially because we're going to double the increase. Because we have 2 of them to upgrade. We have the one that's out by the first mine. I think the food one's going to be hunting, so I don't think we're going to do the food one, but we might do the materials one. Just to see. I don't think it's going to give us what we need, but it might. Oh yeah, that's not going to be nearly enough planks. So at this point, if you were trying to build some kind of a guard tower, you would place things here, but if you don't actually build any more, it basically functions like a guard tower. So you could make crenellations out of like the storage crates. If you go into, not necessarily chests. I guess you could use the chests. Ah, you might have to use the chests. Okay. But if you put chests staggered, you could make crenellation and make it look like a watchtower, so that you could see, use it as a lookout without actually building the rest of it. And something creative that I've heard of other people doing. I've seen images, but I haven't actually seen video or anything. Alright. And this should give us enough to finish off that windmill. I don't know that we're ever going to assign a worker to it. I can't trust them to make flour on account of we have to keep some of the grain back for replanting. So if I have it set just slightly wrong, we screw ourselves for replanting. And I would rather replant with our own oats and whatnot, or grains, than I would repurchase them, because that's just going to cut into the bottom line. So that's not a viable option to me. I suppose you could do it that way if you wanted to. It's just not a thing I want to do. And 1 plank over, because you can only craft them in evens. Well, horse, you are stuck there, aren't you? So if we look at this, it's, oh wow, it doubles the efficiency. Instead of it being 5 rye grain for 5 flour, it's 5 rye grain for 10 flour. Wheat is 5 to 20, and oat is 5 to 10. So it just says that it's more efficient. It didn't tell me it was going to double the efficacy. That is nuts. Well, we made 20 grand in our rounds so far. We're at 524,000. hopefully by the end of what we're doing, we'll be at, well, yeah, we'll easily hit 525,000. The downside is, at this point, I mean, you can consider this city a success. We have 500,000 coins and some change, and our taxes, as they currently sit, are 10 grand a year, which means we have 50 years worth of taxes if we never sold another item. Perfect. And I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to hit up the fishing village and Hornica first. Because, one, I hate going down there, so I always try to do stuff I dislike first, that way I can end on a happy note. But also, that will give us an excuse to use the fast travel to get back up for some of the quest turn-ins. So we can start and then go the reverse order that we did on our way up, so that we can do the 2 turn-ins that we did accept, and then we can grab the other 2 on our way back around. I wonder if I punch one of these sheep if they will get up. Last time I had one that was still sleeping, and I had a bunch in the doorway, and I used the trick that one of you had told me to try punching them to get them to move, and not only did they move, but it woke up the one that was sleeping, so I suppose that's an option. We might actually be able to squeeze out one more hat while we wait. How much wool do we have? We have 2. We are 1 wool shy. And I mean, we could make another hat with, we could actually make 2 more hats with what we have here, but I want to leave that for him. For the tailor to use. And that way we don't have extra downtime on him for no apparent reason. Alright, let's give it a shot. We're going to quick save just in case something untoward happens. Hey! Well, it woke them all up. Now we just have to wait for him to calm down. What do you... No! Son of a bitch. So I just punched the sheep for no reason. Aren't I just the king asshole? So we planted our orchard in summer, which means it should be ready to harvest, like fully grown, in fall. Unfortunately, I think we can only harvest them during summer, so we're going to miss out on another full year of it, it looks like. But it is what it is. And we are going to have to get some clay together to help with the making of wine bottles for cherry wine. Of course, until we can harvest cherries, there's no real point in making cherry wine wine bottles for cherry wine. But it's still not a huge deal because we should still be able to make the mead, I think. I don't know what all the ingredients are for mead, but I know honey is one of them. And I'm hoping that's all that we're really going to need. But we will see. Now I do hear them tinking along back there, so we should be good to move out. So we'll put these in there for them to sell. And hop a ride on our horse. That was dumb. Oh, they're not ready to shear yet. So maybe the punch trick would have worked, they just aren't ready yet. They've got to be super, super close, though. Like, I would bet sometime today. So let's head to Hornica. Open saddlebag. Take. And actually, let's go ahead and head south first. I hate when that happens. You hit the button and it looks like they're highlight, but they're really not. Where do you... Seriously? I hate your face. I'm gonna stab you here in about half a heartbeat. Right in the head. Okay, so there's that quest accounted for. Now where's Melina? She's in Borowo. Didn't we have somebody in Gustovia that we needed to return to? House renovations, maybe? House renovations. Okay, so we're gonna port to Gustovia. It's gonna cost us some money, but at this point, I just don't want to deal with getting out of here. And I think... What's the reward on this quest? Maybe we'll get back what we just spent. Yeah. Is she inside? Or is she you? We got nothing back for that quest, but that's okay. So the hammer is in... Oh no, that was the hammer. That wasn't the hammer. The hell quest was that? Yeah, that was the hammer. Okay. So we should have got Dynasty Tech. Oh yeah, we did. Okay. Never mind, don't listen to me. I'm talking out my ass. It said he was like 3 meters away, and then he popped to like 15 away. Hey, Stesso. No, we did get the windmill up, though. The windmill is a go. It's already built and functioning. And they were not kidding about it being more effective than the kern. It's actually twice as effective. Instead of 5 to 5, you get 5 to 10. But we are really close. We need, we should get the tavern today. We might have to make some of the flatbread ourselves instead of having them do it all. But we should get it today. Woo! I did this quest in the hopes that it would be, crafting XP, but it's not. It's building XP. But I mean, we're so far off on the building XP that I don't think we're going to hit that one. But that's just an upgrade. It's not a new building. So the tavern will be our last unique building. Yeah, I'm super excited too, Stesso. And that's a full day ahead of schedule, which means we can spend tomorrow just dinking off doing whatever we feel like. And then, the day after that is Sengoku Dynasty. So we actually did do it in time. And I'm hoping Oxbow's out before we, or when we finish Sengoku, so that our Season 2 of this will be in Oxbow map instead of the Valley. Because I think it would be fun to explore the new map together. If not, we will by all means start a new save in the Valley, but this time we will be doing the quick crafting and quick building. And we'll see if we can't streamline and not screw up as much as we did this time around to try to get it a little bit better suited. Yes and no. I do a lot of crafting at the end of streams. Like, usually I will do some of it while I'm getting ready for bed, and then I will do some the next morning when I'm getting ready to go about my day. So, it doesn't feel as bad, but there's usually close to an hour and a half to 2 hours of crafting done off stream in between each episode. Just to try to push past what they can produce. Now, for gathering materials, I feel like they are very efficient and do things a lot better than we would ourselves. But for the crafting, we are absolutely faster and can get quite a bit more done. Oh, this is going to take forever. That's 126 flatbread in a single craft. You know what, though? This is going to take so freaking long. Let's stop it for now. We'll put some of this stuff back in storage so that they can continue crafting as well. But let's see about like shearing the sheep and making the more higher point items, and leave them to do the lower point items, I think. Also, I don't want to sit here for the next hour just staring at that thing cycle. So what is that? Almost 200. So let's say 200 divided by 7. Or no, 200 times 7. It's 1400 divided by 60. Yeah, that was going to take 24 minutes, by the way, just to finish that stack that I was doing. So we will totally do that at the end of stream. We might not actually be getting our... Oh, damn it, they went to sleep on me again! You sons of bitches. Alright, let's try this again. Now when you calm down, can I shear you? Yes, yes I can. Ah! Most of them made it back to sleep before I could do anything with them. Next level sheep herding. Okay, that woke that one up. I think that's all of them. That one that I hit the most recent time, I think, is the last one. Okay, so at least now we can get some hats done, which are worth more points. Yeah, I don't think we're actually going to get the tavern up today. It will definitely be up first thing tomorrow, though. Because I'm going to craft all of that flour if I have to off stream to get the points. All of that flour and everything else that we do in the interim. And actually, I think, looking at the time, we've got about 10 minutes left anyway, and it's all going to be soaked into crafting. So we're probably going to stop here, unfortunately. I know you just got in, Stesso, and I'm sorry, buddy. But it's all going to be just this. And we're still not quite going to get there until after I get through all of that flour, probably in the morning. So, but we will get the tavern up first thing next stream. And we do have our windmill. I need to show you the windmill before I do close it down, though. Let me, there's only one more linen thread left, so let me show you that windmill before we close her down. If I can find the door. So I had to turn it kind of funky because of the way that the road comes out. I wanted it over here, but this is in a really weird spot. And then when you build it, this platform up here, the floor, none of these walls are here. Everything from this point down is considered the foundation. So it, like, the building on top doesn't exist. So what you can do is partially build, well, and I can actually show you that too, now that we can build one. So if we go into build and farming and windmill, we're just going to arbitrarily place it. That is the foundation. So if you build this, you can actually use the chests up there to make crenellation and make it kind of a lookout tower to stand up there and look around on, and just not finish the build. Yeah. And then in here we've got the millstone. So if you notice on your kern it says 5 rye grain makes 5 flour. This is 5 to 10. And then wheat is 5 to 20 So it actually doubles the effectiveness. And then I have it set up this way, so if I'm not paying attention and accidentally go off the side, we're on a roof instead of on the falling to our doom. But yeah, so we will get that tavern up first thing next stream. So I am going to close it down though, so if you've learned anything useful or had a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. Either way, have a fantastic rest of your night, and we will see you next time.